Alright, so we've got some interesting news, and honestly, this is actually a little bit surprising, but some of it is kind of unsurprising, but whatever, let's get into it. So, the end of 13 and Cardiff. So, yeah, Doctor Who is no longer going to be filmed at Cardiff, and there's actually some slightly concerning news, let's just say, but we'll go into it. So, things are wrapping up here in Cardiff, and I don't just mean for the BBC, the commemoratory special. Commemoratory special? Yeah, Doctor Who will no longer be filmed in Wales. I have just been released from my position at working at Roath Lock for the final time, and I've been there for 12 amazing years. Apologies if you can hear some banging. My neighbours are doing something with their wall. None of our team have been informed on who is taking over the show. All we know is that the show will now be filmed in England. So, yeah, this I think is unsurprising because the BBC have been trying to sort of, I don't know, they're trying to do the opposite that they were trying to do in the in the 90s and the 2000s, where, before they were trying to spread everything out. Now they're seeming to try and get things, back in England again. So yeah. Um, I have some spoilery information though that I would like to share, since I most likely won't get traced and I am not going to get a slap on the wrist. If I do, since I am no longer on set, Series 13's plot concludes within those 6 episodes. So, yeah, the Series 13 plot, if you didn't know, is basically it's going to be one big story, an overarching story for the 6 episodes of Series 13, but it seems that they're not going to lead into the specials. No, it's going to be its own self-contained story, and the specials are completely different stories. So, yeah, I don't know if the specials will have a running theme for them or like just, 3 separate stories, who knows. The commemoratory special has the same budget as the 50th anniversary special, and it is a replacement for the 60th, as filming the new series won't begin production for another 2 years. This is disappointing. So, one, we're not getting a 60th anniversary special, and two, commemoratory special, that can mean fucking anything. That can just be an excuse. So yeah, this is disappointing. I am disappointed by this. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm imagining the BBC will probably do something for the 60th to mark the occasion, though. What that'll be, I don't know, but I imagine they won't just let the day go by. They'll probably do something to try and celebrate it, but obviously we'll not be getting a special. Who know? Who knows? Maybe they can convince let Mark Gatiss, actually do a sequel to an Adventure in Space and Time. Because that I would accept, like a replacement for 60th, because that would be a proper celebration. Anyway, Jodie Whittaker's final scenes will not include a regeneration. So this is interesting, and this is where we get into the okay. The show is going to be rebooted, and from what we've heard, there's no longer going to be a continuous series. So, this is the one. Okay, so is this the show basically? This basically confirms that the BBC knows that, yeah, the Jodie Whittaker era, despite of what you may think of it, in terms of its popularity and ratings and everything, and basically making any money, has been a complete fucking disaster, and this proves it. So yeah, there's not going to be a regeneration, and there's not going now continuous series. What does that mean? Well, it could mean various things. It could mean that we're not getting another series of Doctor Who. It could it could mean that they're just going to do maybe specials from here on out. Who knows? Because that is something they did actually consider at one point, in that rather than, making a series every year, they just do a bunch of specials. a year. Kind of like that's how Sherlock kind of was. Basically, I know each series of that, we basically, doing less episodes a year, but, those episodes that they do a year has a bigger budget. Don't know. Reboot now. What do they mean by reboot? Will it be a full-on Doctor Who reboot, which, we've never really had a full-on Doctor Who reboot, because a lot of people like to call the new series a reboot, but the new series is not a reboot, it's a revival. Because a reboot is basically where you start completely over. You could call the new series a soft reboot, which I'm wondering if this is going to be, because if it's a soft reboot, then it doesn't mean that, they're starting completely over again, but basically, you don't need to know any of the stuff that happened beforehand. I'm gonna guess that it probably is going to be a soft reboot rather than a full-on reboot, kind of like 2005, where basically you don't need to know anything beforehand. I think that's what they're probably going to do, because, to be honest, what is the point in doing a full-on Doctor Who reboot? To be honest, you can just do a soft reboot, because, it's too much drained into pop culture now, so it's just like, yeah, you're introducing stuff that a lot of the audience will probably already know. And I know they're trying to capture a new audience for this, but I think that ship is kind of sailed now. But yeah, it could mean various things. It could mean that, they just do a series max once every few years or something like that. I don't know. But it could mean various things. So yeah, not great. That is not great. It could be good news, but yeah. I mean, I think the BBC are probably also struggling to get anyone to take over from the Chibnall era. Like, the Moffat era might have, dipped considerably, especially in its latter years, but, there was still a success to be made here. Now it's just like it is gone down the drain. When your ratings are just like a complete downslope from your first episode all the way up to now, just like, yeah, that is not good. That is not good, but I'm hoping it's just going to be like a soft reboot, but yeah, the fact that it is continuing, I mean, we knew it was continuing because I think the BBC has renewed Doctor Who until, I think it's 2025? It was 2023 before, but it might be 2025 now, so yeah. Anyway, continuing with this. The crew of Roth Lock are honestly the best in UK television industry, and this is a massive blow for those who have worked on the show since 2004. Some will continue with the show at its new base, but a high majority will no longer be going to be employed by the BBC, so yeah, they're moving it to England, so yeah. They initially moved it out to Wales because Wales, I think, was cheaper and had a load of the resources, so we'll see. We think that the content you're about to get from the November 2021 till October 2022 is some of the best telly the BBC has to offer. If that's the case, then it's a fucking really low bar. That is a really low bar, then. Because if that's the best, God help us if what's the worst, but yeah. Because Series 11 and 12, no. We have been working our asses off, and the cast are genuinely great people, so please don't give them too much stick if it's not your thing. Well, if only the cast were like that. Well, some of the cast are, because some of the cast, will not accept any criticism and pretend that they are above it all. Naming no names, but we all know who we're talking about. John Bishop is properly the nicest guy in the show business. Also, Chris Chibnall is the best showrunner we've worked with. No ego and just down to earth. No ego and just down to earth. Chris Chibnall? Okay. Maybe he's like that with you, but he's certainly not like that when it comes to, anyone else. Anyone outside the production. Okay. His writing may be a bit naff. Okay. Okay, I'm getting back on board now. I'm getting yeah. His writing may be more than a bit naff, but he is a gentleman and doesn't deserve the stick he gets. Yeah, he kind of does because he kind of brought it on himself, and the way he acted in basically complete either dismissal or, just basically calling people sexist or racist or whatever. So essentially, so he kind of does deserve it. I think Series 13 will be his redemption. Series 12 was, meant to be his redemption, but okay. Hopefully fans will see how lucky they are to have him and this cast. No, we won't. I'll be honest, Series 13, just like, nah. Like, you've had 2 chances, Chris. Just like, I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. I mean, Series 12 was meant to be the redemption and, the kind of, okay, that didn't work, backtrack. But look what you did there. As a fan of the show since 1976, I am proud to have worked on this huge hit. We all hope we did it justice and hope that the next team is as great as the... Well, we hope that the next team have as great of a time as we did. I'm not even going to pronounce that name, but okay. Because if I try... Hawaii... I don't know. I'm dyslexic. I'm amazed I was able to read that whole thing. So, yeah. Uh-oh. So, this is concerning. It could be a good thing. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I haven't cared about the new episode, about, the actual new episodes of Doctor Who that have been coming out in years now. Basically, for me, I've got Big Finish, and obviously there's the animated reconstruction episodes that are coming out, which hopefully will still continue to come out after Galaxy 4 and more than likely Abominable Snowmen, hopefully, and obviously the Blu-ray sets. For me, that's why I feel I kind of gave up on new episodes on TV being good and, for quite a while, but maybe this can be a thing. It depends, obviously, who takes over, what they're doing. Will it be, just a complete 100% reboot? We're starting from square one again. I doubt it, though. I doubt it because, to be honest, I think when they say reboot, I think it's going to be a soft reboot. I think it is going to be a soft reboot. But the fact that there isn't a regeneration makes you think, what is going on there? So, yeah, just like it could be a full... That makes me... It could be a full-on reboot. I don't know, but yeah, there we go. So, I'll probably do a live stream or something about this at some point, but there we go.